What a doozy of a crew. We're here with another live stream today. Today we're talking transfer news. A lot of breaking transfer news has just happened in the recent hours. We're going to be discussing that as we speak. We might get into some Leicester, Chelsea kind of review. I'm just going to briefly touch on that at the end of the stream, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But guys, let's get into today's stream. Let's roll the intro and let's get into it. Let's go.
We fucking got him.
And we're back, guys, here with another live stream today. I hope everyone's having a good day. We've got a lot of breaking news to discuss today, so we're going to be here for about 55 to 1 hour and discuss everything regarding Chelsea today. So appreciate everyone who has joined in the chat, guys. Make sure to smash that like button right now, guys. Let me actually, I got a new thing now, guys. We're going to be playing as every time someone has doesn't like the stream, or we don't hit a like count, we're going to be playing this video. I got to get it up, guys. But every time someone doesn't like the stream, every time someone doesn't, has a rubbish take or something right now, we're always going to be playing this.
Bro, are you serious right now, bro?
Are you serious right now, guys? We got 8 people in here. We got 6 likes. Let's get to 10 likes, guys. Are you guys serious right now, guys? Come on, let's get it. We got Ilias in the house. We got the Ilias who has joined. Big up to you, my man. Hope you're well. We got Reggie. Always good to see Reggie in the house as well. Big up to Hashim. Hashim is here. Hassan. Big up to Hassan. Always good to see Hassan in the house as well. Hassan says Fofana in US for medical. Yeah, I saw that as well just before. We are going to discuss that very soon. Meanwhile, United signing Antony. I think Antony. I mean, I personally wouldn't take him at Chelsea. I think it's a character and it's a characteristic I would not sign at Chelsea. I think players like Antony, Neto, Gordon are great players, but they're just not for Chelsea at this moment. And we're going to be discussing into that. Especially in the Twitter time where they kept showing guns showing, mate. Always going to show that the superiors rep Kepa. If you rep Kepa, mate, you're going to be you are superior. Like if you rep Kepa, you're superior. If you rep anyone else, you're just a fat, lonely guy. That's facts. Be with the Ankith now. Always good to see Ankith in here, mate. Hope you are well. I think so. Again, people think Mendy had a good game, guys. Mendy was rubbish, guys. Mendy cost us that goal. Again, people are going to come to and have that conversation there. CC Mill says it will be up to you, mate. Did you hear the news? Chelsea wants to keep Kepa to fight for his spot, and they do want to keep him because they know Edouard Mendy is rubbish. They know Edouard Mendy cannot compete cannot play a whole season under Chelsea. It's just waiting for Thomas Tuchel to drop him. And once Thomas Tuchel drops him and he puts Kepa in, he's going to realize Kepa's a better keeper, and we are going to continue with Kepa, and then Mendy will leave sooner or later. And you guys need to come back to this video, and see. But the only trigger that we need is for Kepa to start. And once Kepa starts, Kepa won't be leaving. So let's see from that. Any update on Aubameyang? There was a few speculations. So there was it was David Ornstein was saying that Chelsea are not going for Aubameyang. And then there was, I think, Nizar Kansala was saying that we are going for Aubameyang still. So it's a bit of a split now between the two journalists. So I'm not too sure who to believe. I think I'm going to go more to Fabrizio's side and Joe Romero's side because I think they've got a lot of that Barca news recently and they've done very well with that. And the thing is with Aubameyang is we've agreed personal terms with the player. It's the club that we just need to convince. Xavi wants him, but the board want to sell him. So now that's just a discussion that needs to be had between them. And mate, we've got 2 days left of the window. We got to hurry up. Big up to Trevoh. Fahim in the house. Big up to Fahim. Was it to see Fahim in the house? King of edits. Good to see you here. I don't know what that means. Can't wait for Selena in January. Again, Selena's not a player who's going to be coming in and have instant impact. He's a player who we don't need to rush. And that's what I like about Selena. I don't want to go spend 80 million on a keeper who's 15 and then force him to come in the club. Like that's what we want. Selena will come. He will come be our third keeper. But that means we're going to have 4 professional keepers. One of them needs to go. Bettinelli, Ballerina, or Edward Arsendi. So one of them. Zaha will be Zaha. I said a month ago. I said Zaha is going to be a fantastic signing. I was getting laughed at, and we'll see, guys. Zaha. I hope Zaha still joins, but we'll get into that soon. He was shit. Like I said, Mendy. Guys, breaking news. Breaking news, guys. Players can redeem themselves. What? Oh my god, guys. Players can redeem themselves. I don't get this like argument everyone says. Like, yes, we signed Mendy because Kepa was shit. But guys, breaking news. Players can change their mentality. Players can get better. No. No way, guys. Players can actually get better. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Guys, oh my god. And that's what I'm saying. He's gotten better. Tuchel's improved him, and it needs to start. Look at like there's so many examples. How Tuchel's gotten the best out of these players, and I think a lot of them have been from a mentality standpoint. And you got to remember, guys, a lot of these footballers are already very, very good footballers, right? They made it to this league. A lot of the time, not all the time, but some of the time, it comes down to mental more than what you provide on that pitch. And I personally think that right now, Mendy's in a stage where he knows how to keep. It's just he's not mentally there. And if he doesn't get dropped, it's gonna be this. I said back in February, he needs to be dropped. He hasn't been dropped, and it's still going. Abbott didn't play. Oh, he didn't play. Oh, maybe because there's the conversation still going. So like Fofana was last week. I don't trust Nizar anymore. Yeah, he's been all over the place. I think some of Phillips had a comeback season this transfer window. Nizar Cancelo kind of went out the door. He wasn't. I don't know. Must lost some sources. We got Tobago and we got Goppo in here. Big up to you guys. Hope you're well, guys. We need some Mendy right now to make our money's worth if we do later. I don't think we're even trying to make profit on him. I think we shouldn't sell. I don't think we should sell him right now. I think first we got to drop him, and then we can dictate from there. Which trophy do you think we can win this season? Be up to Vincent. I think I would generally think if we get Fofana, we get Zaha, we get Aubameyang, and Kepa comes on this pitch, I generally think we have a high chance of winning the Champions League. Because the thing is, and I've always said this with Chelsea, is that when it comes to big teams, when it comes to being underdogs, that's when Chelsea thrive. That's why we won the Champions League, right? Like that's why Liverpool didn't beat us last season, and just minor mistakes didn't win the FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Other than that, I do see us. We were just so close. It was so close to winning those 2 trophies. I think individual players let us down. I really think individual players let us down in some of those games. On the pitch. I think this season we can definitely compete for Champions League. I really think so. If we can get players like Fofana, we get players like Aubameyang. The only problem is our midfield, and it's the thing that comes down not because of their performance, comes because of their age. Midfield's always been an issue that needs to be upgrading. I said that if we don't get a midfielder, I won't be upset, but then I realized that we've gotten so many injuries. Like I didn't expect Kovacic. I'll be honest. I mean, I did not expect Kovacic Kante to get injured just so quickly into the season. I thought Kovacic would have been a bit better, and he would have played a bit more, but he just keeps getting injured. And we do need a new midfield now, not because of performance, because these guys are shit. No, it's not because they're shit. It's because that we need depth. And I think if we can get a midfielder, which I don't think we do, we can definitely have a very, very high chance for competing for Champions League. But I think right now, as the squad stands, I think FA Cup, Carabao Cup are definitely our cups. If we improve a bit more, getting Fofana, getting Aubameyang, getting Zaha, Champions League, we can definitely go for. But I've already ruled out Premier League. Premier League's done. Premier League is done. But the players' mentality must be going for that Premier League. Unlike that fraud, Declan Rice, who comes out and says that he doesn't want his team to win the. He goes, yeah, no, we're not going to win the league this season, which I found quite embarrassing. Yes, now we discussed that. I mean, yeah, like obviously he'll make one mistake and then people will come at him and then figure the other mistakes. But it's just agenda based like usual. Like Mendy's made 15 mistakes and then no one talks about it. Kevin made one mistake and everyone talks about it. But again, they both, make up for their some mistakes, but some need more consequences than others. And I think Mendy just says mentally needs to be dropped just to be humbled, man. Because I said it. Why is the same comment just popping up? I think someone on my stream has the same comment keeps popping up. Because I said it when I said Mendy, Havertz, and Mount are players that have no competition. And I said it after the Tottenham game. I said that we are boys in man sports and how these guys need to get dropped to then be proven a point. Mount got dropped. Look at him. We scored 2 goals. I expect, and I say this as a good thing. Mount getting dropped was the best thing. Why? Because he realizes he has competition and he has to work harder to get back into his position. It's not a bad thing, him getting dropped. Obviously, the Mount agendas will go, oh, Mount wasn't getting dropped. If Mount was so good in that half, he would have stayed on. Tuchel would not have subbed him off. I agree. It was between Havertz and Mount to get subbed off. But Havertz, I think, stayed on because I think the physicality and just, maybe because he can jump. I don't know. But Tuchel decided for Havertz. Mount getting dropped, I think, will be very, very beneficial for him. I said next game, I don't think he should even start next game. I'll be honest, I don't think he should start until he needs to come back like every other player did, like Pulisic, like Ziyech, even Werner. These guys had their short-term form, and I think Ziyech had a great form last season and then got dropped for no reason. And then he just continued to get dropped, and then he never came back into that spirit. So, I don't know. I think definitely needs to get dropped. How would you rate this window if we get Zaha? I already said I think this is like a nearly 9 out of 10 window. It's a fantastic window, despite all the problems we've had and how people underestimate us. Like we've got Sterling, Koulibaly, Cucurella, Fofana. They're done. 4 signings every single team would want. Every single team would want these players. Even Manchester City. Manchester City, they want to keep Sterling and they want to get Cucurella. Every single team will want these players. So in terms of players, we've done fantastic. If we can get Zaha, 10 out of 10. If we can get Frankie de Jong and Aubameyang, 13 out of 10. But I give Bowie a 10 out of 10 for this window, honestly. I think, actually, no, I'll give it 9.5. I think, there was a bit there, but 9.5 out of 10 is still very good. I think he's came in, he's done very, very well. Be able to declare, we have declared in the house. Good to see you declared. Hope you are well. Yeah, exactly. Midfield hasn't been the priority right now. We are replacing with players that have left. Exactly. And that's why I said midfield was never the priority, because we have to fill in those spots first and then go to that attack. But I think right now, because of the injuries, I would definitely take a midfielder. But I did say that before. Midfield was never the priority because of the obviously filling in the spots from the centre backs and up front. Yeah, it's not. I've always said this. De Jong will join Chelsea if he leaves Barcelona. Thing is, this guy's an idiot and he wants to stay. So, just embarrassing. He's an idiot. Big up to Let's Chat Chelsea. Big up to me. I hope you are well. We got Matthew Lee Benjamin in the house. Big up to you. Thoughts on having Havertz as per now that Bama. Thoughts on having Havertz as per. Not sure what that means. Send it again. I'll definitely read it again. I'm not too sure what that meant. I don't think we will. I think it's too late. Yeah, I don't think we do sign a midfielder, and that may be the. Obviously, we were going to have one weakness this summer. This summer, we were not going to fix every single section. We're not going to fix keeper, defense, midfield, attack. We weren't going to do it all, and a lot of the fans thought we would, and that just shocks me. How you could think we will fill every single position? There was no way, and I knew midfield would never get filled because of the other priorities we had. We had the defense, we had the attack, right? Midfield were never going to get solved, right? And what I said before is what I was saying, that I would definitely go for a midfielder. However, it was never priority. And right now, 2 days out, the only hope is Frankie de Jong, which again is looking very unlikely. Klopp's looking like to get a midfielder. I think it's too late for him now. And he's the one who has came out and said that he wants a midfielder, and even he's not going to get one. So again, midfielders I don't think are coming whatsoever. Thoughts of having Kai in our front three now that Obama has cooled off. Kai Havertz is rubbish, man. I've said it multiple times. I need to see physical numbers from him. For me, he's gonna one more season. Even Mount, guys, I just don't know, guys. Mount's just such a confusing one, man. And I think Mount might have a definitely big conversation in January. Just to see how he's done mid-season, but definitely big conversation on Mount on the next transfer window. But Kai's already for me off. Like, Kai should already be gone. I think one positive though, he played very well for that 15. When Mount came off, he played very very well, and I don't know what I just don't know why. And I haven't been able to figure it out, and I don't know if anyone's figured it out. Why did Kai Havertz play so well when Mount was gone? I think he played what I could see. I think he played a bit more simple. That second goal we got, he was very just simple. I don't know, like he didn't try to dribble, he didn't try to. Because I remember at the Everton game, there was I think 3 times he just tried to dribble and he lost the ball every single time. Here, he'll get the ball and he pass it like ASAP, and that's what you want. You don't want to be holding the ball for too long, as definitely as an attacker. So I just saw a bit. I saw a bit different Kai for like 20 minutes, and I said this with have hope, and I said I don't know, Kai seemed a bit feisty for 15, 20 minutes. I just don't know why. But if he could continue this, like, just, come in, get a couple of assists. I don't know. I don't know. Drop Kai, who, because Broja is not fit at the moment. Again, that's the thing. Obviously, we can't drop him. And that comes back to my points that how having no competition will not lead to any achievement. So, and if you don't, and that's why we definitely need Aubameyang. Like, if you're no to Aubameyang, I would understand. But, yeah. Mount wasn't. Again, declared, it goes back to, yes, it was tactical. However, if Mount was playing so well on that pitch, Tuchel would not have subbed him off. Because it was between Mount or Havertz. He decided to keep Havertz because I generally think he prefers Havertz because of his physique. I think he's a bit taller. I think it adds a bit more height. I guess that's the only thing he can do is it's a bit more stronger in the air. So it comes down to tactical. However, if Mount was killing it in that first half, he would not have subbed him off. He would not have subbed him off. So yes, you could say it's a factor of tactical substitution, but it was also, if he was performance-wise very, very good, he would not have got subbed off. However, you look at that declared and you go, why was our team, and especially our attack, so much better? I just don't know. Our attack was so much better. Like, Sterling got 2 goals. Wait, hang on. Wait, did Sterling got 2 goals? Hang on. My brain just froze. Did Sterling got 2 goals? I don't know. I'm so lost. That game, I was so tired that game. Fucking hell, I had to watch that. He did get 2 goals. What was I thinking? I'm not sure if you're spamming it. You are spamming this. Okay. I don't know. I thought you were. I'm not sure. Guys, we've got 28 people in here, guys. Live the stream before we get into the transfer news. Tony says Michael Ollis is more. He's just injury prone. He's been very injury prone recently. And that's not something I want right now. I wouldn't mind it, but injury prone is a factor. John Paul Zaha is good for Chelsea more than Abu. I said this, yeah. If I would take one, I would take Zaha, but I would want both. Yeah. Sorry to be. I'm not sure. Do I have? Hang on. Let me put some mods in. Hang on. Let's put some more mods in, guys. Sorry, I always figure I have a couple, but I don't really use mods because normally I'm the one on top of that. But for him, there you go. Tobago. Fahim, the dream. He runs like Raheem. Be able to. But every time he comes in, I always forget how to pronounce his name. Tataraj. If we at all don't end up in top 4 season, that would be due to our midfield. We got retired merchants on pension in the midfield. I mean, our midfield's good. It's just that they're just injury prone. If you refer to them before, if they never got injured, we would not be sitting here discussing our midfield. I know some people would because they have their agendas, obviously. But performance wise, these are very good midfielder players. Gems in the house. He has been training. I don't know. Jem, obviously Jem, as soon as he sees Kepa, he just goes blind. As soon as he sees Kepa, makes a save, he's apparently blind. But once he makes a mistake, he can see again. I told you. Jem. I think Jem said that he is not going to blame Mendy for that save. But again, Mendy, man, gave the ball to Johnny Evans, then got. I wasn't even complaining that he got caught out near post because I don't expect him to even make those saves. But I did expect him to at least get one pass off the line. But he gave the ball straight to Johnny Evans, and then Johnny Evans had to, started the attack, and then he got caught out near post. Like, I wasn't even surprised when I saw people were like, oh, Mendy did it. Mendy made a mistake. I'm like, stock standard, mate. It's stock standard. Like, what do you expect? Like, again, if you shoot the ball 100 kilometers an hour at him, he'll save it. He's a good shot stopper. But I've just said, as a keeper, he's just physically not good because he's got that natural talent as a keeper. I don't know if you guys, but I've seen, and this is something you'll see mostly back when I was at high school. And at high school, you'll play soccer or football during recess and lunch, right? And the guys who go in goals are the worst football players, right? But they somehow turn to prime Buffon when they're in goals because goalkeeping, it's not hard to get a lot of natural talent. Natural talent as a goalkeeper is not hard. It's about mentally knowing the game. And he doesn't have that because Mendy, yes, he can make some saves here and there, but he's not street smart, right? You could say he's book smart, he knows blah blah blah, this and that, but he's not street smart. He has not had the experience to be street smart. He might be good at saving because he's got that natural talent. He's tall, he's big, he maybe has some good reflexes here and there. He's got that natural talent, but he's not mentally good because he doesn't have that experience, and that comes down to experience. Again, people go, "Oh, he's such a world-class kid because Jamie Vardy didn't get one goal." Jamie Vardy had the worst shot of his life. 9 out of 10 times, Jamie Vardy would be scoring that goal. Again, I'm surprised Mendy didn't come in and just like chop his legs off and then go, "Wait, what? That's a free kick? I didn't even know." Fahim the dream, running like Raheem. What's your best front three for this team? Sterling, and then shit and garbage. I don't know. How can I compare shit and garbage? They're the exact same thing. I don't even know, man. I would say Brozier definitely. I think, again, for me, it comes down to what you've performed in recent times. Havertz and Mount have not performed anything valuable for me to sit here and say that they deserve a start. I will not start Mount or Havertz next game. Now, for me, Havertz will start next game priority. But Mount, I can really see him not starting, and I don't want him to start next game. Doesn't deserve it. I don't know, 2? How many passes did he only got? Guys, he only got 44% long passes. Accuracy. 44% accurate long shot passes. How is it an agenda when he made a mistake? Like, he literally cost us a goal, Jam. Again, cost us another goal, but you're just going to sit here and say it's an agenda. I don't get it. I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. Let's have the episode Twitter. I don't get you gotta, if that was Kevin goals, you guys would be coming at him 24/7. But Mendy, it's Mendy. It's Mendy, of course. Mendy is rubbish. Agreed. Mendy redeemed himself very well. And I always stick by that. That's why I didn't come out for Mendy so much. I didn't jump at him because, yes, he has some good shots on mistakes. I always say, if you make a mistake, it's the reaction to the mistake that counts. And he made a mistake, and I think he made up for having some shot-stopping goals. However, one mistake per game is not making up for your mistakes. His reaction to that is not good enough. Next game, like he still can't kick a ball, and then he gets caught out near post. That's why I wasn't attacking him after the game. I wasn't coming at him because he had some good saves as well, but he also had some bad saves, and we have to acknowledge that. I gave him a 5 out of 10. Like, it was nothing special. It was like bang average because he made a very vile mistake. It's just a bad agenda because no one's thought of it. Like, you guys just stuck in that matrix that Mendy's a good keeper, but like he's not. I remember Jem's the one person. Jem's the one person who said Edouard Mendy was world class. He's the one person. I still remember Jem. You came and said Mendy's world class. I agree. And I said this for him. I said, would you rather have a keeper who can make a mistake per game, Edouard Mendy, because he can't use his feet? So managers are going to say to him at halftime before the game, they're going to go, all right, players, press the hell out of Mendy, because if you press him, you'll get the ball. And Leicester did it because they pressured him. He fucked up a pass. Everton did it because they got a goal from it. What's the next game? Next game, Southampton. Shea Adams. I don't even know who else their attack is. It's they have big flaws. The keeper, he can't save long shots. Well, long shots are not an easy thing to do. Like, I would take him. Any day of the week. I would take him. Kepa's distribution is very overrated. It's not overrated. It's not underrated. It's rated because it's good. Doesn't make any mistakes from it like Mendy does every single game. Yes, well, in the last 2 games, he's cost guys. He's played 4 games for us this season in the Premier League. He's made 2 mistakes leading to a goal just by using his feet. Guys, come on. Yeah, guys, an exception to the rule doesn't make the rule. Mendy has now added himself and made 7 mistakes, leading to a goal just from February, in the last 6 months. Again, you point out the one mistake Kepa does, the one mistake, you come out, you will criticize it, you won't stop, but you won't continue Mendy's mistakes. You won't even comment on that. But let's get into the transfer news, guys. I want to start with Hudson Odoi, guys. So Chelsea are closing on 2 departures. Callum Hudson-Odoi were joined by Leverkusen, confirmed on loan in the next hours. Deal set to be completed soon. Big move for Callum Hudson-Odoi. I think it's a fantastic move. Honestly, he needs to get out of this team ASAP. I think it's a player who has had people say this guy hasn't had an opportunity. He's had 4 seasons. Right? This guy needs to go somewhere else. I think, again, he needs to go somewhere else. Not only prove himself at that club, but he needs to come back and then prove himself back at Chelsea. So I'm happy to give him this opportunity to go on loan, prove himself, come back, prove himself once again at Chelsea. Let's see how he does. But this loan, fantastic for him. He needs to get this done because, again, he's just sticking up the attack. Stinking it up. And also, adding to that, Ethan Ampadu will fly to Italy as medical booked on Tuesday to join Spezia. I'm actually not really excited about this one because I would have kept Ampadu for Jorginho backup. However, I'm not even sure if he could apply that role. That's the only thing for me. But I think overall, you look at these 2 players, I think it's good for them. They both need to go on loan. Preferably, I would have sent maybe Ampadu to maybe send him to like a Nottingham or something, like some Premier League club, because I remember he went to Sheffield. I would say he was average there, and I think back at the Italian team, he was quite good. So I think he needs another run back in the Premier League, not back in Italy. But yeah, I think again, 2 players off the Chelsea books, very good for these players that need to develop elsewhere. And yeah, we'll see what Callum Hudson-Odoi does. He has a season to prove himself. Let's see how he proves himself. If he proves himself and then comes back and performs, great. But I just don't see this player really. I don't know. Actually, it's a hard one because I've said now that I don't have an agenda against. I don't really care for Hudson-Odoi stays here. Honestly, I don't care for any of our attackers. They could leave. I don't care. I don't care. I don't really like. I don't rate any of our attackers except for Raheem Sterling. Other than that, or maybe Broja because he's quite young and he needs to have a shot. Everyone else, Pulisic, Ziyech, Havertz, Mount, Hudson-Odoi, all need to go. But unfortunately, the reality is we just can't throw them out of the team and then get someone else in. Like it's not that easy. So we're slowly giving them out. We're slowly getting them out, and I'm actually quite happy that we're getting slowly them out, and it's a loan, so we don't need to really go because again I don't think anyone's at. I wonder if I pay half his wages or something. I don't even know. Again, this is just recent. This was just about an hour ago, but Fabrizio said we'll hear more information soon. This was actually I was questioning this the other day. I don't even rate Gilmour that much, but let's give him a chance. I'm all for it. Give Gilmour that chance. I want to see Gilmour. Gilmour, like where is Gilmour, guys? Can anyone tell me? Because I think we were at Chelsea and we were talking about it, and I was like, where the hell is Billy Gilmour? Where is Gilmour, guys? Where is he? I don't know where Gilmour is. I want to see him. Like again, I think he's a good midfielder. The thing is, it's just his height. His height's very, very bad. I don't like a small DM. And that's one thing I don't like about Jorginho as well because he's quite weak. But Gilmour's on another level where I don't like his physique. However, it does not stop me from saying he needs a shot. He needs to get in this team. I want to see him. I want to see him in this team. I'm not going to lie. The situation we're in needs to see him. I don't know, guys. Where is Billy Gilmour? Where the hell is Billy Gilmour? Come outside, Gilmour. Wait, mate, I think maybe he's like on the bench, but because he's so short, we can't even see him. I don't even know. That mouthful, big up to you, bro. Good to see you again. So Zaha playing for a big club is similar to Grealish playing for bigger clubs. I actually said that when Grealish left. I said Grealish will flop at Manchester City. I said it, and I got so much backlash from it. And look who's laughing now, mate. I mean, Grealish is rubbish. But again, a lot of people said, I think Terry did say that. But that's one that you have to wait and see. And I think Zaha has a great mentality compared to Grealish. I think Zaha is more... Again, they're both independent players, but I think Zaha is one who could fit in a system. However, the system may need to be sorted around him. And if we do more link-up play, he'll work out very well. But I think it's a player we need to get and dictate once he gets here. Because, again, we don't even know what kind of attack we would start from when what's his name? Zaha comes in or Aubameyang comes in. Are we going to keep our style of play? Are we going to change it? I don't know what's going to happen. Should Broja and Pulisic be given a... I will definitely give Pulisic a shot, 100%. I think Pulisic is one of the better attackers. I think he has great talent. I actually really like Pulisic. I said if an offer comes from him, I would sell him. However, if he's here to stay, he needs to have a shot. He needs to be playing consistent games. If Mount and Havertz are playing consistent games and they're sticking up the pitch, why isn't Pulisic coming on? I would sell Mount if the price comes. But again, guys, we have this agenda towards Mount where Mount somehow this special guy. As I said, I've seen Mount as a bang average footballer. I would keep him. I wouldn't sell him. But if a big offer comes from him, I would consider it. I would consider selling Mount. However, I wouldn't sell him. Now, I don't see him as this generational player whatsoever. Right? The only reason he's still starting and he's very big in this community is because he's obviously English. He was loved by Frank Lampard, and he's being portrayed and propagated to be the next Frank Lampard, right? And Mikel Arteta said this quote in All or Nothing, and I don't like Mikel Arteta, but he spot on, and he said that English players' expectation as soon as they start playing football starts up here. And when your expectation is so high, the England fans, the England media, the England managers kill it. They kill their mentality. Look at Spain. You got Gavi, Camavinga, Pedri. These guys are playing... You're going to say Valverde, Vinicius Jr. now finally coming in. These guys aren't being needed to stand out. They aren't needing to be players who need to have this level of... I don't know how to explain it. I'm lost for words on how to explain it. They don't need to be like the next Messi. They don't need to be the next Ronaldo. It's that English fans try to say Mount's going to be the next Frank Lampard, which I don't think he will be. I don't think he will be. Nothing comes compare. People will compare him to Hazard last season, which was embarrassing. It was embarrassing how Hazard's name was even mentioned near Mason Mounts. Hazard's name is nowhere near compared to any of these attackers. Ever. Don't even say Hazard's name next to any of these attackers. These attackers are rubbish compared to Hazard. And the things with Mount is his expectation is so high that I think it's a level he cannot achieve. And I've said it right now. He's a good player. He's a good player for sure. But he's not this elite athlete you guys think he is. And I've said again, I will consider selling Mount. However, I won't sell him right now due to our options as well. But I wouldn't say he's invincible. I would drop him where it's needed. I would discipline him. I would humble him when it's needed. There's just such a big agenda towards Mount that he gets just called out. He gets called if Mount has a bad game, fans will still go, Mount was the best player on this pitch. And I've always said that honest criticism is the best criticism, which leads to achievement. If you're not honestly criticizing your players, how are they going to achieve? How are they going to improve? Havertz, Mount have not improved since 2020. They have not improved whatsoever. So, again, it's just Phil Foden. Again, I think Phil Foden is even worse than Mount. Saka is better than these two. Saka is better than these two. Why? It's because of Mikel Arteta. It's because of Mikel Arteta. Arsenal have the youngest squad, and one of the youngest squads in the Premier League, and they're first right now. Are they going to stay first? Absolutely not. No way. But Mikel Arteta could possibly improve these players. Saka, Smith Rowe, Martin. I hate Martin. I think Martin's rubbish, but maybe he could get improved. I'm not sure. But it's just the mentality. Again, Foden's on another level. Again, City don't have any fans, but the fans that come out and say Foden, they compare him to players like Mount. Oh, Foden's the next. I don't know I don't know who they even compare Foden to. But I'm saying Mount here. They compare him to Hazard and that. We need to start criticizing this player. We need to level these players with reality. We can't be giving a false narrative to these players. They're just not that. They're not it. Like Mount, I said Mount will be a good player, but he's not going to be this standout, the new face of Chelsea, Ballon d'Or winner. No. Yes, let's get these likes up, guys. Come on, let's get these likes up right now. Come on, guys. Wait, hang on. How many likes? We've got 55 people and only 24 people in here.
Bro, are you serious right now, bro?
Are you serious right now, guys? Like the fucking stream, guys. Come on. You misunderstood Arteta's point. You and fans' expectations high. What you're saying about Mount and having no patience is what Arteta is talking about. You think I'm the one who comes out and says Mount's generational? You think I'm the one who wants Mount to come with instant impact? I'm the one who is going, and I'm the one who's saying, let's get experienced players. Let's get these players so we don't need to rush these players. Carney, I can't remember his fucking name. Carney, the Italian guy. Who else do we sign? The Russian guy. These players, I'm loving this new business. I'm loving this new style because these guys are coming in. The expectation isn't on the fucking roof. The expectation isn't supposed to be the next Messi. These players are going to be brought in very slowly. Anthony Gordon. One reason I did not want Anthony Gordon is because he would have came in and he would have started ASAP. I don't want that because I don't think he's at that level to be starting ASAP. I want him to slowly get integrated. Saka last season was not on the pitch every single game. And despite him being better than who do they even have on the wing? I think who do they even have on the wing? I mean, they had Aubameyang, Lacazette, they were other players, but he was not starting 100% of the games. Why? Because Mikel Arteta was making sure that expectation did not go that high. And I said that, declared. The fans' expectation are high, and that's what drives them to fail. Declared, do you really think he deserved it last season? If you think Mason Mount deserved Player of the Season last season, you have an agenda. Thiago Silva, Rudiger was way better than Mason Mount. Reece James was Mount did not deserve last season. Frank Lampard season, he was obviously going to win it there. Frank Lampard season, he did well because Frank Lampard really liked him. I think Frank Lampard got one of the best out of Mason Mount. Send him to Everton. Send him to Everton so he can play under Frank Lampard. You have to give his players to 2025 again, but that's my point. Why start them now? Why put this expectation? The thing is, declared with our fan base is that this expectation is going to continue. Look at Pedri, Xavi, Gavi, Ansu before the injury, Saka, Smith Rowe. These guys are young and these guys are doing well because the expectation is not high. Why is Mount doing well now? So you're saying we have to wait for Mount to be 25 for him to start showing his true colors? I'm not going to wait 2 years for this guy to come out and go, oh, he's finally here after 4 years. Same with Havertz. Havertz came out and made that statement. He's like, oh, I'm young. What do you expect from me? You're worth 80 million. You're young. Yes. Prove now or leave. Even better, we go buy younger players like these guys we're getting, and we don't rush them like Havertz and Mount. We don't rush them. We let them embed with the experienced players. That's why I'm all for Zaha. That's why I'm all for Aubameyang. And then we've got players behind them who can come, like Broja, can come in and play with Aubameyang and play beside him, not to replace him. I didn't want Broja starting this season. People advocating for Broja. I did not want him because he's not ready. That's not right. We've been there. We've done that with these youngsters. Let's not continue to do it. Are you serious right now, bro? It's actually quite funny though. I find it funny. Are you serious right now, bro? He didn't deserve it. Of course, it's a fans, right? And it just proves my point even more that Mason Mount is loved by the fans, and that's all fine. But you got to set a realistic expectation. Him winning Player of the Season sums up the fan base. How they just over expect Mount. They just don't be honest with him. I voted for Thiago Silva last season. I have patience declared, but again, when you're playing every single game, you're being put on that pitch. The manager trusts you. You have to perform. You have to perform. Players are doing it all around the world, except at Chelsea. Haaland, he's doing it. Haaland, guys, remember Haaland was the same price as Kai Havertz. Guys, let's not forget that. Haaland was like, I think 80 mil, same as Havertz. I think he's an 8. I'm not too sure. Mount is winning Player of the Year and ends Player of the Year. Wait, if Mount is winning Player of the End, we are not going to win anything in this club. Man, he's not at that level yet. And I said that I'm not willing. Like, I'm fine with him taking time, this and that, but these fans have to accept it. He's not at that level yet. And for me, I don't see him ever being at that level because his expectations already here. His expectations already at 10 by the fans. How can a player, especially at attack, be at a level 10 and not improve? Because if you're a 10, you're perfect. Mason Mount's a 7 at best, a 6 at best, 6.2 on a good day, right? So if he's a 10, how is he going to perform? How is he going? How is he going to improve if he's a 10? Because the fans quote him as a 10. They've voted for Player of the Season for him twice. End of the season he was, yes, because I had to play him. But now he's doing very well. With this, we need we need DM because of Jorginho's age. Yes, we said one with Zaha. Exactly, Zaha will be fantastic. Let's get to some change. Let's finish answering these questions. I would say again, you just change your point. You said Mount won it, now he's top 3. No, I would say Thiago Silva won it. Rudiger was great. Reece James. So Reece James. I would say who else? I would say I even want to put Mount. I personally would actually put Jorginho, then Mount. I think Jorginho was way more clinical than Mount last season. Way more important to us. Again, Mount didn't have the best season last season, guys. Again, 4 games, no goals from Mount, guys. A bit concerning. Be up to Liam Lane. Got Liam Lane in the house. Be up to you, mate. But yeah, let's get into the next piece of news. I'm gonna quickly fly through this. Crystal Palace, guys. Crystal Palace have made a bid around 22 million for Conor Gallagher after intensifying efforts to re-sign him from Chelsea, guys. Big news. Big news. Gallagher could be going back to Crystal Palace. I just really hope we can use and get Zaha in the deal. I'm not sure why we're not using Zaha in this deal. Maybe we could, or Zaha Gallagher swap. I'm for it. I'm for it. I remember the some people weren't about a month ago. I wonder if their agenda's changed. Again, Gallagher's a player who's not fit for this team. I've said it multiple times. I said he deserved to come back and play in our team 100%. He deserved a chance. He's been given that chance. He can't play in a double pivot. I'll actually give him one last chance, put him in that front 3 and replace him with Mount for a couple games, see how he does there. But if he does not play in that front 3, if he can't perform, he doesn't fit the system. Remember, he can't play in a high possession-based team. And we knew that when he was coming in. And I said, he can't play it. Maybe he can do it. I don't know, but he just has not done it. No, I said no. I think again, Arsenal, they're doing very well. They're doing very, very well. Arsenal, this is not going to hold them. Maybe they might prove me wrong and come top 4, but I do think we still finish higher than them. Obviously, I think we finished 3rd and 2nd. I personally think City's won the league. Liverpool are actually downgrading to Chelsea's level. They scored 9 goals. That's great last game. That's great. Still, they got 3 points, and they've only got 3 points in 4 games. I think their loss of midfield is going to really struggle. Them losing Mane, we're really going to struggle. And guys, remember, Firmino, who got all the assists, or nearly half the assists and half the goals, is not even their starting striker. If Darwin Núñez was there, the game would have ended 3-0. So I think Chelsea are more competing with Liverpool. I think Arsenal are with Tottenham, and I think it's Arsenal versus Tottenham, and I think it's Chelsea versus Liverpool. And I think City's on their own level and they've won it. But guys, let me know your thoughts on this Gallagher leave. Maybe Gilmore needs to be in the squad. I don't know why he's not here. I don't know why Gilmore is not in the squad. Gallagher needs to stay. He did not do anything bad. He was just overworking last game. You'll have such an agenda against I mean, I don't know what he proved. I mean, he got 2 yellow cards, and that for me just shows he's just not mature. And I don't even want to loan him. I'll sell him. Again, we just get too protective over these Cobham guys. Like, no one was advocating for Emerson to stay when Emerson didn't even have a bad window. I mean, bad somehow Leon. He did well for us when he was still here. We just had better options. Same thing with Gallagher. We have better options. Actually, wait, do we even have options? I just realized. I think I just contradicted myself. I don't think we even have options. Nah, but again, Gallagher just doesn't fit our system. Like, I don't even know where to play him. He's just like a Loftus Cheek. I would either keep Loftus Cheek or Gallagher. One of them. One of them needs to go. Personally, I'll get rid of both. Should forget about a new stadium and spend a hundred. But again, Gallagher doesn't fit our system. Where does he play, guys? He can't play in double pivot. He can't play in double pivot, and he can't play up front. He needs to be in a 4-3-3 in a non-high possession based game. He needs to be somewhere else. I just don't get it, guys. They would love him. They would love him at Palace. Yeah. Again, I would rather a player go succeed at another club than just come stay at Chelsea and stink up their career and stink up us. I don't want that. I want Havertz. I would send Havertz to Real Madrid and he'll go score 20 goals from. I don't care. At least he's doing well and we got the money. Try to change his game. Here, come back. Game later. Man came good. Guys, it's the same thing with Loftus Cheek, guys. Like, Gallagher, if he stays, will turn into the new Loftus Cheek. People say Loftus Cheek is good. He's not. Doesn't fit our system. Does not fit our system. Exactly. He is being played in the wrong role. 100%. 100%. But we don't play that role to provide to him. So if he doesn't fit the role where he's needs to provide, he has to leave. Right? Like, if you have a degree in something, you have a degree in computers, and you're going to go get a job and cut grass? No, because you don't fit the job description. You'll leave and go get another job. Gallagher doesn't fit the system. He doesn't fit what we play. He needs to go and get another job. TT should have used it better. Shouldn't have rushed him to Sun 11. Again, he had the chance. He was given the chance. I think he set up the chance. Now, I think Gallagher's a great player. I really think it is, but I think it just doesn't fit the system. That's my main concern. He just doesn't fit our system. And I think he can do well, but where will we play him? What will we force him to play in a double pivot where he's had 3 games in a double pivot and he didn't do well whatsoever? We actually played a 4 at the back at Arsenal, and we still flopped. Like, again, if the coach wants to play a certain system, we can't be keeping these players who are blocking him from playing that system, right? Like, if Gallagher is a great player, right? But if he can't play in our system, why keep him? I said I would put him in that position, see how he plays there, and then dictate from there, right? But if we're not going to do that, I can't sit here and say anything. You know, they're the one making the moves. I would say, if Tuchel said to me, if I had a conversation with Tuchel right now and he was on the phone, and he goes, "Matt, what do we do with the Gallagher?" I would say, hold on that Crystal Palace. Can Gallagher play in that front 3? Can he play with Mount is? We should have tried him to play with Mount is. Because I don't know if he can even play there. I want to see him play there. I said I'll give him that one opportunity to play in that front 3, play where Mount is, and then if not, sell him. Yeah, but I really like Palace. I think Palace is a good team. I think Palace is a great team. I said before, I think it's a very fun team to play in. I don't know, they got some good players and like seems like a fun environment. But yeah, let's go into the next piece. I want to get into the next piece of news. So it was here from David Ornstein saying Chelsea have reservations over signing Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and the Anthony Gordon move is looking unlikely. Oh, thank God. Thank God we're not going to spend 60 million on a 4-goal a season merchant. Like, again, guys, same people want Callum Hudson-Odoi out, but then want to go get Anthony Gordon. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. They're the same type of player. But yeah, that's again Aubameyang looking like it's, as I said, Ornstein saying it's off and Nizar Cancelo saying it's still going. I'll have to find out. Again, he is from Fabrizio saying Chelsea still hope to sign Aubameyang, but been monitoring Zaha. Chelsea Palace are interested in taking Gallagher on loan, which we just saw breaking news that they want to sign him. Again, Zaha as a player. Actually, we'll get into Zaha quickly in a second. I want to just get a proper picture of him so we can show him like a proper report. Yeah, not good. I do like Gordon, but the fee is just stupid. If he was 20 million, yeah, fine, bring him in. But 60 for a guy who's not really what we need. Again, like some of the players we've signed right now, Chukwuemeka, Solina, Cascadi, these aren't players for now, but we've got them for cheap, so it's not going to affect us. If we're winning on Gordon for 60 million, he'll have to be starting, and I don't think he's even better than Mount. So, what's the point of him starting him? Let's get this picture up. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's crazy. Was that? I can't believe that. Yeah. I'm not too sure if that was. I mean, I don't know if it's related to the club. Like, I don't know if it's like Barca fans. I'm definitely not going to say it was them, but I don't think he would want to be scared to leave or be scared to stay. I mean, but yeah, it is quite concerning. I actually did get robbed, but again, on the play himself, I'm not too sure what the situation is with the transfer. I'm a bit confused at this moment because apparently Barca want to keep him now. Xavi, that is, and then the board want to sell him for the money. Rich says he can't play with Mount play because he can't score goals. I think he scored some quite good goals for Palace. But yeah, again, like I don't know, like we should have played. I said in preseason, we should have played in preseason. We should have tested it there, so we don't come to game week 5 and we're still testing here and there. Like I don't want to do that. I want to do it all in preseason, but we just didn't do it. Now I think we're suffering some of the consequences. We should have tried Gallagher on that front three. We never did, but because we were just so, just wanted to play Mason Mount there. I don't know why. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the right thing up. It's so late in the window and Barca want him as a backup level. I think that now they pulled all their levers. Maybe they're just not rushing to make a deal. Again, now now they're still desperate for money, but I think, again, it's more the board who wants to sell him, but Xavi wants to keep him. That's what I've been told. But guys, how many people do we have in here? 34. We got 44 people in here with only 34 likes. Let's get to 50 likes, guys. Come on, guys. Are you serious right now, guys?
Bro, are you serious right now, bro?
Serious right now, guys? Come on. I would Zaha. Yeah, let's go to Zaha, guys, because Zaha, I said it a month ago, I would take Zaha in a heartbeat. He's a player who's better than all our attackers last season combined. He scored 14 Premier League goals in 33 games last season. Now, he did get injured recently, but I think his injury record is quite good. Let me just actually put it up. I think Terry was looking at it today. So the last injury he had was a thigh muscle injury back in March 2021. Now his injury, again, knock, the virus, knock, calf, knock, groin, knee, shoulder. He's missed actually quite a bit, but again, that was a lot in 2017 and 2018 days. But recently, he hasn't really been injured for over a year. It's just now that he's got that minor injury, which I think he's just missed. That City game, I think he's back. So, yeah, he was injured. He was. Wait, let me see the Zaha tweet. I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Let me just double check. They did not believe. They did not believe, but God did. The grind never stops. See you soon. That's what he tweeted. I don't know what that means. I think that means, I guess, he's coming back. I think it was only a 1 game injury for Wilfred Zaha, so I don't think it was anything big. But again, the player himself, I would definitely take. He's a player who can score a lot more goals than all our attack. Guys, if we had the opportunity, guys, let me know. Would you sell Gallagher so we can get Wilfred Zaha? I would. I would. I would. I would 100%. Zaha is a great player. It's something that we definitely need. We need more aggression. We need more intensity up front. I think people, don't like his attitude. I think the one manager to fix that is Thomas Tuchel. I've always said he's been the leader. He's been the manager of Crystal Palace in the recent times, and I don't think he. I would never give him the arm badge personally. I think it's great leadership, but I don't think he should get the arm badge because he's a player. If he has a lot of control, he won't listen to have any authority. He won't listen to any authority. So Zaha at Palace had a lot of control at Crystal Palace. So I don't think he was listening to Vieira. He wasn't like listening to the team. People will see him kind of pass the ball, not run for it. That will be fixed under Thomas Tuchel because when he's got players like captains like Thiago Silva, Koulibaly, you got Jorginho, right, Cucurella, players who want to win, have a leadership mentality, who will tell him off if his actions are deemed where he won't try. So Zaha is I think looking like he said he wants to stay at Palace, but again, if an offer comes for Chelsea, I will take him any day of the week. Like he will leave if Chelsea come in for him. But that's what everyone's saying. He's not good in that 1v1. That's why Tuchel, and that's why Thomas T wants you to make your own luck up front. We are basically still in preseason. We're not in preseason. We're in game week 4. We got game week 5 coming up Wednesday. We got Champions League starting soon. Again, preseason should have happened in the preseason. Deadline day deals? Okay, maybe it's that. I would loan Gallagher and buy Zaha power trip team. But yeah, I will get if Zaha would come in and Gallagher would leave, I would do that. I think Zaha is a player that we just need. I've always said we need someone who just brings in goals, who has that goals for experience. Now, again, we could lose Gallagher. Like, we could lose Gallagher. Maybe he could become this magical player that we missed out on. That's fine. That's fine because he would never have got that opportunity at Chelsea. That's what. Same with Salah's, De Bruyne. We could look at Gahey, Tomori, because these players, didn't really fit. Oh well, Gallagher, didn't really fit our system. So I would rather send him to a Palace where he succeeds. He does very well. He kills it for Palace. And then we get money for him. And then we get play like Zaha for him. I would do that. And it was our player in the first year. And on loan, I want Zaha. But Gallagher's value is more than 29. Doesn't weigh up. Again, it's either we get... Again, we could look at one side of the spectrum. We can look... Gallagher's here for the future. Which means we get no imminent effect from any players. Or we sell him and we get 2 years of imminent effect and we can develop and go buy more players, younger players. Because I think Gallagher's a good player, but I don't see any spark or anything special in him for Gallagher. I think he's a good player. I think he'll do very well in his career, but I don't see him having that spark, like I see in some other players. I just don't see it. Ziyech says, yeah, be up to Abin says, did you see the video of... Yeah. Again, we should start listening to these fans because the same fan who was screaming "Get Werner out of the club" was right. Feel he's staying. I think if he stays, Tuchel has to play him in that front three. I would say if I don't want to see him in that mid. Ampadu is going to that Italian team. Do you think if Zaha joins Chelsea, he would down the tools and become? And yes, he will. Because he's surrounded by leaders as well. I just said about 5 minutes ago. I said he's in a team where he makes and runs he pretty much runs it, right? If you're the leader, if you're the king of the castle, you're not going to take any advice from anyone else, right? So he's kind of going off what he wants to do, right? Now he's not going to obviously have 100% control like by PayPal and Mbappe. No. But I don't see him having any competition. Like he'll get dropped if he makes a mistake. There's none of that. Chelsea, if he tries to do that mistake where he just doesn't run for the ball or he just gives up or he just puts his head down and blah blah, he will definitely get humbled. Now, performance-wise, if he probably plays 30 games and doesn't even touch the ball, he'll probably still be on this pitch because of Tuchel, because he likes to somehow do that. But I really see Zaha succeeding 100% at Chelsea. Zaha will succeed at Chelsea. He is going to get into a big team. He succeeded at a big team. And what better team to do it than Chelsea when we got Sterling on the right, Zaha on the left, Aubameyang up front. That's a very well balanced experience front three. Very well balanced experience up front three. That's half his goals with penalties, not open goal plays. I think overrated Saint-Maximin is better. So you're calling overrated Saint-Maximin is better? Refused. Still scored. Okay, let's say open play goals then. If you say if 7 of them were penalties, 7 open play goals, still more than Havertz. Format, it's just inexperience, got him sent off. I would not sell him. Okay. Again, I said I'll play him in that front three where Mount is, but if he gets opportunity, if Tuchel wants to sell him, I'm fine with Tuchel selling him. If Tuchel keeps him, I'm fine with Tuchel keeping him. But I want to see Tuchel. If Tuchel does decide to keep him, I need to see him in that front three. I need to see him in that front, not in that midfield. Definitely not in that midfield, because that midfield, he can't play in double pivot, man. He cannot play in a double pivot whatsoever. And we have definitely seen it. We've definitely seen it recently. Not just goals he takes on this man and creates chance for himself and for others as well, 100%. And I would rather, again, that's what people proclaim Gordon to do. I would say yes, all right, Gordon does that, but Gordon doesn't have that final third. Zaha does. That's what guys are saying. Plus, he can play more positions and need to play to improve. Chelsea will be a better team later in the season. We just have to suck it up. Again, same thing. Like if Gallagher stays, that's fine. I just don't want to see him in that midfield. I think right now midfield is going to be Loftus-Cheek. I don't really care. It's fine, whatever. But I don't think he's a good player whatsoever. Again, Gallagher, I think will be a good player. I just don't see a spark in him, like I was saying. But if Tuchel wants to sell him, I'm fine with just selling him. I'll back him. To say even no Odoi has. Again, that's just wrong, man. Yeah. You want to keep Hudson Odoi and not get Wilfred Zaha. Wilfred Zaha scored more goals, I think, in one game than Show has done in the last 4 seasons. But yeah, I really hope we can get this Wilfred Zaha. So what it is that Chelsea have been in contact with the representatives of Wilfred Zaha for face-to-face talks last week on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. There was a positive reaction from his camp. So we are discussing with Wilfred Zaha. We're having a nice chat. We're having wonderful food, great meal. We're having talks, which is great. I think someone said it. I don't know. I think Dennis was saying, "Oh, don't even think about Zaha. He's not even linked to us. Blah blah blah. Why are you thinking Zaha, guys? Zaha's being linked. We are officially linked with Wilfred Zaha, guys. We've spoken to his representatives, and we're trying to figure out a deal. Now, his value, guys. What would you guys value Wilfred Zaha? I think, honestly speaking, guys, I think you guys are gonna get shocked, but I will go spend up to 45 million for Wilfred Zaha. He's got 1 year left, I understand, but look at the date. 29th of August, guys. We're so late in this window. So late. And this is a class player I would definitely take. Class player. And it's something that I think, same thing with Fofana. It's more of a need than a want. We don't want Zaha in a say we need him. Now, I want him, but a lot of the fans who don't want him, we still need him, guys. We need him. If you don't want Zaha, that's fine. But we need him. We need him. We need a player like this, guys. We don't have one. We need a player to come who has goals. Ismail Sarr, yeah, as an alternative. Ismail Sarr, I think he's going to West Ham or somewhere. Ismail Sarr. He's quite good. 37 million for football at its best. Pick up, mate. Good to see you guys. Let's get these likes up, guys. We're on 38 likes, 55 people in here, 104 votes. Is Zaha a good signing? 92% says yes, 8% no, guys. It's a big gap between the yes and no. So a lot of people are for him, which it's quite good to see. So I really think this guy is a good player. I really think he is a good player. Again, and the players saying he's not is because of his age. I think we've got to kind of stop looking at these players on their age. I think their age, it comes with a factor, 100%, if they're for the future, for not. We need a player to come in. We need a player to come in and show effect immediately. ASAP. 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 And I'm not willing to wait for someone like Anthony Gordon. Oh, guys, give him time. Give him this. I mean, Declared, you were saying before that we got to start giving these players time. I'm fine with that, but that's not what we need right now. That's why we've signed Chukwuemeka. That's why we've signed Kaskadi. That's why we've signed the Russian guy. That's why we've signed Stahl. I don't know, the guy from Brighton. We've signed these players so they don't get rushed. So we can have time, we can use our experienced players, and these guys can slowly be integrated over time. That's what we need to start doing. We don't need to start rushing these players and have instant effect. Oh, we discussed him. Man. I've already said it. If an offer comes for him, I would consider it. I wouldn't sell him, but I will consider it. However, he's not invincible. He's not this generational talent. He's a bang average player. So that we will improve as we go along, as our preseason was very poor with players coming back late. We will definitely improve as we go because we're going to be getting more players. Like Fofana is an upgrade, Aubameyang is an upgrade, Zaha is an upgrade. 100% we're going to be improving longer. But yeah, again, if Gallagher wants to stay, that's fine. Let's play him in that front three. We can use him as front three depth. So we'll have Havertz, Mount, Gallagher in that front three depth. Guess that works out for me. As backups, it's fine with me. Getting Zaha, Aubameyang, Fofana over the line would be great. If we get De Jong, even better. If we get De Jong, Zaha, Aubameyang, Fofana, we will be high competitors for Champions League. High, very, very high. I think we'll be close to winning, absolutely smashing it and winning it. I think Champions League should be our priority. Again, the league is top 4, but the players' mindset should be to win the league. As fans, I think our expectation should be Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and possibly Champions League. I would like to see it. I mean, oh really? Oh, are you serious? Oh, of course, politics shit. Of course. Oh my days. Now he again, like I've never watched the guy, but what I've seen, he's got very good vision. I'll give him that. Like we can look at the highlights and dictate their vision. Like I can see his vision. I see his head down, and then next thing up, his head's up, and he's fucking smashing the ball on the other side and getting a good pass. One thing you can dictate from highlights is vision. But yeah, what else are we saying, guys? We're probably going to wrap up in about 2 more minutes. 3 minutes. Like, get the last questions in, guys. Guys, like the stream right now. 50 in here and only 39 likes. Come on, guys. Are you guys serious right now, bro? Are you serious right now, guys? Come on, like the stream, guys. Like, subscribe, guys. Let's get this likes to 50 likes, guys. It's officially 3 days and 11 hours to the transfer window shuts. Deadline day, guys. What time is deadline day? Deadline day is on a Wednesday. Oh, wait, no, Thursday. Sorry, because you guys. I should maybe I'll stay up for deadline day because deadline day ends at 12 a.m. Since 12 a.m. UK. Oh no, that'll be when I wake up. Session. I'll go sleep nice and early Wednesday. Wake up probably 7 a.m. our time, which is 8, 9, 10. I'm going to wake up earlier. I don't know. I'll see. But deadline day, guys, what should we do there? Because I think the transfer window will shut at 9 a.m. our time on a Thursday morning. So yeah, maybe I don't think I'll do something. I think I'll just be there. No, because I'm gonna wake up for the Southampton game. Can't do that. I already did that for Saturday. It's all over the place. My sleep schedule now. Hope Fofana will work out in that they don't find anything wrong with this in the States. Yes, actually, I was gonna bring that up. So before we dip, guys, Fofana has been sent to the USA for medical. Move should be done by midweek. Charles, blah blah blah. I think obviously to America, I think maybe for the better facilities because of his recent injury. I think they're taking high precaution of the medical. I think this is a very, very important medical that Chelsea need to have because, again, remember, he broke his leg and they want to send him to the US where it's maybe possibly more, as I just said, better, equipment or facilities or something. There's something in America that they don't have in the UK that they're sending him to. And I think it's a very important medical, guys. If we need to get this medical, I think this medical over the line is more important than the signing of the player. Honestly, guys. We need quality players. Zaha is a fighter for goal. Yeah, Zaha, he's Kevin. Big up to Kevin. Says Zaha, he is. That's what I like about him. He's a fighter. He fights for that ball. He wins that ball. If someone pushes him, he'll push him back. We don't have that in our attack. Our attack is very soft. We don't have that. Big up to Ilias. Smashes likes. Let's get these likes up, guys. Come on. 6 likes off 50. Guys, come on. Smash the like buttons, guys. Smash the like button. his leg, but Brian says not only his leg, but also his knee. Yes. Again, that's what I'm saying. This is a very important medical. His medical is probably more important than the transfer signing. Yeah, again, we cannot. I really hope this deal does not fall through because yeah, again, Fofana's a need, guys. If you don't want Fofana, bad luck. He's a need, and again, he's a good player, guys. He's a very good player. I said that. I think Kunde and Fofana are on the same level, same skill level. I think they're both valued at 60 million. I think the reason we're paying 77 million is because of the late fee, the late tax, and because he's got 7 years left. But he's a very good player in general. But which is very important for medical Fofana. Exactly, it does. He needs to pass it. It's very, very important for Fofana. Pogba news. What's wrong with Pogba now? What's happened with Pogba? I think he got injured actually. The other day I heard. Poor Pogba. Pogba is so sad. Your own. What's this? What's wrong with Pogba? Oh, the brother thing. Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was fake. I thought it was like some troll thing, and I saw it. I woke up and I saw it, and I'm like, oh, I think it's like, is this like supposed to be like some joke? I don't get it. And then everyone was speaking about it. I was like, what the hell? It was like, yeah, his brother like ordered a gang member because he owed him money. That's crazy. But Pogba's had it hard, man. Pogba's had it so hard. Recently, like, when Juventus career changed and he got injured, now this is coming out. Pogba at Juventus in 2014 was, oh my god, that was magical. Zaha is what Chelsea need to complete with Man City. He's like Hazard. Wow, we'll compare him to Hazard now. First mount now, Zaha. I'm so skeptical about the Zaha thing. This guy has it in him to just ghost again. No, don't compare him to Money Mason, mate. That's Mason Mount's job. Leave that for Mason Mount. Mason Mount can ghost in games. That's his job. Oh my god, way better. Guys, if Zaha's way better than Mount, Zaha is way better than Mount. I think actually you're right. I think Zaha is our third choice. I think Gordon is very, very. I don't know why, but Gordon is one of our high choices. Aubameyang first, Gordon second, Zaha third. I think I agree with that. I think Zaha should be second. I think Aubameyang, Zaha. I would. People say either or. I would take Zaha, but I want both. Oh, that's not unpopular. That's very popular. Oh, he's overrated. I think the only reason he's overrated is because of our fan base. It's our fan base. The fan base ruined him. I've said I think he's a good player. I think he's a bang average player. I think, what he brings last season is average. Like him getting 6-7 goals is average for Mason Mount. Like I don't see him being this Frank Lampard and this and that because he is not fit to be that. He's mentally not there. His expectations are way too high. He's overrated. And that's because of our Chelsea fans, our fan base. So I think Chelsea is losing depth, and it will be seen squad is going nowhere near ready for the season. Again, we are still making moves during the season happening. And again, Chalobah staying is very good in my opinion. But yeah, not giving Zaha or Aubameyang in the weight. Again, I'm not going to come on you too much, Bobby, but I'm just going to say I think your mindset's too much on these young players. Like, you just want the young, you want the prize, you want the new toy. Sometimes we have to go back to the old toy and play with the old toy again. The old toy can still work sometimes, and that's what we need. We need some experience. I honestly, for our attack, especially for our attack, I don't want to go and force these signings like Anthony Gordon. I don't want to go force these players who don't have conversion into goals. Or like players, who haven't proved themselves. We need experience so they have imminent effect. We need effect now to save our. You're just talking about depth, Bobby. We need players who have the experience, so then we can give these guys depth. We can ensure depth, so we don't need to wait for Anthony Gordon to perform after 4 seasons. Like, no, Aubameyang comes in tomorrow and he performs. Zaha comes in tomorrow, he performs. Like, to what level we will only see, but they come in and they know how to play the game. He's been told, it seems like Tuchel experts another final until the very end. Again, he saw Mendy, he knows he's rubbish, and now, yeah, you too, Elias. Both teams need to sort their midfield. I think Zaha's better than Aubameyang. Yeah, I think Zaha and Aubameyang both are great players. I would take both. I don't think either or it's hard, but I'll take both. Still think we should have gone for Paquita early in the window. He was also only 15 mil. I mean, I think he's a dancing merchant. He's got great dances, he's got great moves. I don't think he's this star, but he was only 15 mil. He wasn't even that expensive. I would have gone and get him for 15 mil if it was only that much. Again, it wasn't a high risk. We are building the squad, and it can't exactly. Remember, we are in a rebuild, and it's not going to be done instantly. That's what I said. We are going to get our That's why our midfield is not the priority because we need to get our attack. We need to get our defense. Now, if it comes out later saying Tuchel was offered a midfielder and he didn't want to go for one, have a conversation there. But I'm hoping we're not saving our money for Basmati rice next summer. Again, all these fans now coming out and saying the manager wants Rice. Where was everyone a month ago when there was no discussion on Declan Rice? I still don't think the manager wants Declan Rice. I generally don't see it. If he wanted Declan Rice, he would have gone for Declan Rice this summer. What compares going this summer and next summer? I don't know, but again, our midfield is going to be our weakness because we cannot do our keeper, defense, attack, and midfield. We can't do it all. We've done our defense. We're slowly getting to our attack. Midfield, we'll just have to wait one more season. Zaha, yeah, he scored 14 goals in 33 games in the Premier League last season. He's a goal scorer. He's a creator. He's all that we need. I can't even, I'm even comparing him to this player, but he's a way better Gordon. Way better. Zaha is the best player for exactly in dribble and open opposition defense, and yeah, he is a player. Sterling could do that as well from time to time, but Zaha is the main guy for that. Frankie de Jong or not, our next major. I wouldn't mind him. I said I would take him. I remember people were like, let's stop going for De Jong and go for Neves. However, we're not even going for De Jong. Remember, we're only on the sideline for De Jong. We're waiting for them to dictate what they want to do. Barcelona, that is, and then we'll go for him. But we should have gone for Neves. We didn't. That's fine. Next summer, I would take him in a heartbeat. I said at the start of the season, I'll take him. Yeah, he's great. I think player like someone said Neto before. I forgot to read it out. Neto, again, he's in the same category as Gordon and Antony. They might be great players, but it's just not something that we need right now. I would prefer Neto over Gordon, but I wouldn't personally take Neto though. I don't think it's what we need. Who plays better football? Tuchel. I like Sarri though. I think Sarri was very, very overhated. He wasn't very loved by the fans, and that's what I was very disappointed. I don't even think he deserved to be sacked. Definitely not be sacked. I'm like, he shouldn't have been sacked for Frank Lampard. Simple. But if he had the English flag next to him, it'd be a different story. Man as a midfielder, not a winger. How often do we see man as a midfielder? But again, if the manager rates him as a midfielder, wouldn't he maybe change the positioning to fit him as a midfielder? Again, if he can't play as a midfielder, don't give the excuse. He's played, guys. Remember, he's played as a winger for 2 seasons now, he's actually inside forward. He's played as an inside forward for 2 seasons now, and he did it under Frank Lampard too, guys. So, what's the excuse there, guys? Lazio, yeah, but Sarri's a good manager, guys. Obviously, everyone disrespected Sarri here and there. Sarri is a fantastic manager. It's just people didn't want to accept it because he had the Italian flag next to his name. Again, midfielder is only needed because of the injuries, not because of the performance. Jorginho, Kovacic, and Kante are great midfielders, but it's just because of the injuries. That's it. And I said at the start of the season, it is not a priority to go for the midfield because we need to fill up other positions first, right? If a midfielder comes to me, would I take it? Of course, but it's not priority. So people coming here complaining that we didn't go for a midfielder, we can't fit every position first. Remember, we had no numbers in the defense. Number one, defense was our priority because we had no numbers there. We had to fill it up. We filled it up. Our attack was even worse than our midfield, so we're filling that up now, right? So we go defense, tick. Attack, nearly tick. How does that have time for our midfield, right? So I understand us not going for a midfielder. I understand as well that we needed a midfielder, but I also understand that we are in a rebuild. It's going to take time. Simple. Obviously, people are going to say that, oh, look how... There was some guy on some stupid agenda saying Jorginho is not intelligent or blah, 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 blah. Like, again, just so many agendas to our midfield, especially Jorginho. But again, Gallagher's out of position, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Gallagher has a bad game and he's out of position. Loftus-Cheek's out of position, apparently. Like, these guys are midfielders, but they're out of position. Doesn't make sense to me. Uba or Abba? Yeah, 100%. winger as a false. That's a problem with Tuchel. Mount as a winger, and number 10 as striker, winger as a false 9. But again, remember, Mount doesn't play very wide. He plays very central. Like, he plays like an 8. Like, when we have the ball, he'll kind of play more to the middle, and you'll kind of see 2 strikers at times. It's like kind of like a no, that's how it works. Like, I don't know. Fuck, I can't do it. Sal wasn't sacked. He invented a story and left. Whereas, yeah, I wasn't really upset that Sarri got sacked. I understood, like, yeah, as you said, he got a story, he left, but replacing with Frank Lampard was just not my deal. Didn't want to hang around your transfer window. Only Lampard would take that job. Actually, yeah, fair enough, Bobby. Actually, you're right there. I completely forgot that we had that transfer ban. Actually, you're right. I completely forgot. Yeah, that's why he did leave. Yeah. No, Rick, you're right. I completely forgot that we had that transfer ban and Juventus came on the table and they took that. I actually forgot. I don't know why I said he got sacked. Zakatarian, I just heard someone said before that I didn't realize the time. Shit. I heard Zakatarian that he needs to transfer to his Armenian passport to then join Chelsea, which is rubbish. I don't know why. Politics. Back to this rubbish shit again. I'm always trying to be politically correct. But guys, that's it, guys. We're gonna wrap up today's stream, guys. Hope everyone did enjoy today's stream, guys. We're 1 like or 50 likes, guys. Let's get to that 50 likes. But yeah, guys, I hope everyone did enjoy today's stream, guys. I'm gonna send you guys over Chelsea Perspective, guys. I'll put the link in the description in the chat right now, guys. Go over right now. Chelsea Perspective. He's live as we speak. He's gonna go talk. He's talking more about Zaha, Fofana, Gordon, FSG. Oh no, sorry, Frankie De Jong, FSG. I mean FDG. And Aubameyang, so go over there, guys. Smash the like buttons on your way out. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. 10 a.m. tomorrow. We're back again. Blood clot young. Catch you guys in the next stream. See ya.
Tic tac. Tic tac.